Cradle Systems, meeting the IT needs of business in South Australia.
Adam Randall here from Cradle Systems. We're just going to be talking about freedom with regards to workstations, with staff workstations, what they can and can't do and what they should and shouldn't be able to do. There's a simple rule of thumb, a simple business rule of thumb, if you're not IT literate, and that's fine. Most business people, they just want it all to work, and that's quite understandable. The rule of thumb is the more control you give someone at the desktop, the more problems you are going to have. Now, we do hourly support to ad hoc customers, and we do service clients on a contract basis. And the higher end of that managed service type contract, we take care of everything. We say, okay, for so many dollars a month, we will take care of all the problems on your workstations. So essentially, we're taking the risk of the problem of your day-to-day problems in your business. So using that as an example, because we're taking on all the risk, what we do is we actually require, if a client is going to use that service, that we have to lock the desktops down, because there is absolutely no way we could it would be financially viable to let clients or the staff do whatever they want with their workstations, and we take care of the problems that occur. It would just be an avalanche of problems. Everyone's got their own workstation set up their own way, the way they like it, which that's great in maybe an office with 3 or 4 workstations. When you've got 300 or 400, it's a nightmare, because you've got support staff who are trying to help these people, and if every person has got their set up a different way, different icons in different places, it's going to take half an hour to work out how to operate their own individual machine. So the importance of having standardized desktops, it's probably the single most important part of having your business a low-cost IT overhead, having a low-cost IT overhead. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on IT, that's the first place you need to look to cut expenses. Standardize the desktop. Get your IT people to get in, pay them 20, 30 hours or whatever it's going to take to put a plan in to restrict what can and can't be done on a desktop. And you will find that your problems from workstations will disappear almost overnight. Another area that's quite important is I would recommend having a spare computer set up identically to all your other workstations. If a workstation starts giving you grief, you unplug it, you give it to your IT people, you plug the spare one in, and your operation does not miss a beat. It's a simple thing. What's a computer worth? What's a business computer worth these days? $1,200, $1,000. It's a small price to pay to have your employees productive all the time. So that's another area that's. Most people don't understand that when you are given they may not understand that what they have done has caused an issue or caused a problem. However, if you, as we said in previous videos, the more control you give someone at the desktop, the more chance that there's going to be a problem with the desktop. There's going to be a problem with that workstation. And you can guarantee that they're not going to know what they did that caused a problem, and they're not going to admit to something that they might have done, because probably they won't know. So, but I can assure you that if you can just lock the desktop down, you will cut out the problems and you will reduce your costs significantly.
Cradle Systems is the company that manages IT from a business perspective through integration and automation of best practices within the industry.